But should I leave it that short?
That's
Yes,
pretty
that's
good though.
good.
Maybe if we don't want to get tagged when the episode goes up on YouTube,
Right.
then yeah, probably.
That's it.
Perfect. All right, guys. If you heard that, Black Panther came out, and this is going to be a raw, unedited episode for you guys, and hopefully why I said raw. And I said raw. He showed us his hilt. Like, what's happening?
Wait, wrong franchise. Oops.
like not every time I say raw, it's about you, Justin. Okay. Damn, bro. Well, on that note, we're gonna be talking about Black Panther. You know what time it is. So take it away. What do you guys think of this movie?
It was great, man. It was great. Right up there with the first one, definitely.
I agree.
It was sentimental.
Oh yeah. Oh,
definitely.
Fun fact. So
you cried.
Well, almost. But here's the thing. For those that don't know, if you're new to the show, my name is Lewis. Got Justin, Yadi, and Lola. Justin, Lola, and I, we live close to each other, so every time that new movie comes out, we get to see it together. Unfortunately, Yadi cannot.
Together in
one day.
Yes.
Yes.
We do try to go on opening day, all four of us, regardless of it, together. But here's the fun fact that I promised. The first couple of minutes of the movie was the funeral, which was very, very sad.
Yep.
Very sad. You know what makes it really sad? Even worse? The fact that as soon as the funeral was over, the movie cuts out, and we had to rewatch it.
Oh yeah,
because
the
movie cut out.
We sat there. Yeah, it was after the funeral when I guess some mercenaries were invading a Wakandan mercenaries were invading the Wakandan Outreach Center, and then right as the door to the vault opens, the screen cuts off and it's black, and we're sitting there for 10 minutes of a black screen. And we're like,
we thought it was part of the movie,
right? It turns out it wasn't, because it starts back, and then and it doesn't just start. It doesn't simply start the movie over or start back to where we left off. No, it starts from the previews and the trailers again. So we have to sit through 15 minutes of trailers and then watch the whole first 15 minutes of the movie over again. So we have to.
The funny part is that
fucking funeral again.
Beautiful.
The funny part is that Lola, she's sitting 2 seats down, and I hear her say, "Well, I guess our review is going to be really short."
Welcome to the Nerd Archive.
Gave us enough times. Yeah, that gave us enough time to go to the bathroom, buy some popcorn, get some Twixes out for my purse. We had time for everything.
So we Lola, my wife, and I went to. We ate. We didn't go anywhere. We ate at the house, thinking, let's save some money at the theater, whatever. We were supposed to be there at 6:45. My ass said that it was 6 o'clock. So we got there at 6 o'clock. And we sat in the theater for 45 minutes.
Yep.
With nothing on.
Just our phones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, first 30 minutes was just
four of us
nothing on the screen. Yeah, just on our phones and that. And then the random shit started popping up on the screen with the random ads for stuff that, we don't give a shit about.
Yeah. Right, so we actually started watching the movie an hour later because it didn't start until 6:45, and then it cuts out, and then 15 minutes later, we're back to the spot that we were. So here's 7 o'clock rolling. At this point, we're hungry.
Gotta pee. Don't
So-
forget that.
So the previews start. I look at Sarah. Do you want popcorn? She's like, yeah. Okay, great. So I want Butterfinger. I get up. She's like, make it fast. Make sure you come back before the movie comes back. I already saw the first 10 minutes. Doesn't matter. But by the time I come back, the movie starts rolling. And needless to say that funeral, that whole scene was perfectly done. I think that they did it right. And they didn't play it off as he got killed in battle or anything like that.
Like legit sickness.
Yeah.
Like real life.
So,
Yep.
and they do say in the movie that he didn't say anything to anybody until it was too late.
Yep.
Which,
exactly like he did. In real
Unfortunately,
life.
is what. Yep.
Yeah.
Correct. So I think that it was done perfectly,
Mhm.
and I wouldn't ask for anything else in the movie, or at least in that scene. There's a couple things that I wish they would have done. One thing they did was they touch on the mutants.
Yes. Yeah. Very excited for that.
Yeah, because the Namor, the child with no love, el niño
Amor.
sin amor.
Yeah.
So
That was pretty cool though.
Yeah.
I was like,
Refers-
oh, that's
that-
what it is.
refers to himself as a mutant. First time it's
Yeah.
ever mentioned
Yes,
in any
that too,
Marvel
yeah.
Studios film.
Yep. So I'm glad they did that. I wish they would have given us a little bit more. There was a theory that I had that just like every other movie that you have two powerhouses, they are fighting. Someone else shows up and then they have to team up to fight the big bad. That didn't happen, which is fine because it steers away from tradition. They gave us
building to it.
Right.
They do, or Namor does mention it towards the end where he's like, well, now that we're together, if something comes up, we're gonna stay together, which was his whole plan all along.
right.
So
When they mentioned, oh, he is covered in vibranium, I thought that they were leaning toward Doom, Doctor Doom, because his armor in one of the comic books is built out of vibranium. So I thought that's where they were going with that. They didn't, which is fine. There was a lot of battling back and forth inside Shuri's mind. She broke. She's broke.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
We're not
And-
expecting
Yeah.
her person that she was gonna see was Killmonger.
Right.
Seriously,
That's
that
sweet.
was a twist there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think any of us saw coming.
No.
Nope.
No, I was hoping that he would have, like I said in past episode in the predictions, that it was going to be him. Maybe he survived, and we were going to see him, which we did. So I'm glad that we did because he played that character. He was born to play that character.
Unfortunately,
And-
we know that he is not alive in this universe.
Right.
yeah,
Which
I did see a theory of somebody saying that maybe they're gonna perhaps fight a battle somewhere in the in between where like Stark is, Natasha, Killmonger, where all the fallen heroes or people that we've seen are.
that'd be good. I think that we are going to see more of multiple universes in Shang-Chi because they just released today the official name for the movie, and is Shang-Chi and the Wreckage of Time.
Oof,
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
that's
yes.
I
really
haven't
good.
seen this yet.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
released
it was
it
a couple
today.
of hours ago. Yeah.
Yep. So I'm super excited for that. So let's see what that comes.
Oh yeah. No, that makes sense that I wouldn't have seen it if it was only just a couple of hours ago.
Yeah.
It was
One
so
thing
cool that
that
they brought in the big M word.
Mutant.
Yeah.
yeah.
We can say it now in Marvel Studios.
We can. I'm so excited.
That's funny.
The M word.
One thing that I was not expecting: the death of the Queen.
Queen Mother.
Yeah.
That
Queen
was
Mother.
another one way out of left field that just hit
Yeah.
like a kick to the nuts.
I was gonna say that was a really hard blow. Also, watching her funeral, I hear it like almost to the date of T'Challa's funeral. That was fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I love the scene where Shuri brings back the whole when Baku says like, "Now you're asking for the opinion of a girl that laughs at what's it called, like tradition," and he's like, "Life has treated you too unkindly, basically, to still consider you a child."
Right. That part, and
ouch.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it only shows how smart Judy is.
Yeah.
Because she was able to reconstruct the flower from a different element. And which is sad. Because when she is trying to reconstruct this flower, the first thing she says is, "Give me the DNA of this element and give me my brother's DNA."
Yeah.
Bring them both up. At the end, even though she knew that he couldn't bring him back, she was still trying to find a cure. After he passed, a year after.
Yeah.
So that shows you that not only she's smart, but she's also human.
Yeah.
She feels, and she broke. She's angry. That whole movie was crazy. I think it's the most heartfelt movie since Endgame.
Yeah. I can agree
without
with
a
that.
doubt.
And Endgame, it broke us a lot. But I think that this one was because, granted, Robert Downey Jr. is still alive.
Yeah.
So seeing T'Challa, it was crazy. It just it was surreal, because that actually made it a point to make us feel how we act, or show us how we really feel with the grief. So,
And the
that was their
respect
way.
that
Yeah,
they show the respect to him, to the franchise,
even with the beginning credits showing the Marvel logo.
Logo,
It's
yeah.
just him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just quiet too. Didn't they play something like that in another movie? I'm trying to remember if they played.
Yeah, I think it was for like
homage.
Stan Lee, maybe.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, the first movie that they made after Stan Lee passed, it was that way. And it was also quiet because this is supposed to be a moment of silence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Was it Captain Marvel, maybe?
I don't remember.
Because I think he died shortly after filming that film. I think that was his last cameo.
Right. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool moment, and actually, like, you could hear no one in the movie theater, which was also cool. Like, this is, even though not everybody agrees with everything, it's still a pretty cool community that everybody that is a fan of Marvel,
Very much so, yeah.
they pay respect. So,
Oh, absolutely.
I agree. The fight between, I want to call them the
the Smurfs.
No.
Mermaids?
No, not the mermaids. The Atlanteans for some reason.
I kept thinking about that. I don't know if as soon as they showed them and they started singing, you heard me be like, mermaids.
Mermaids.
Yeah.
So the fight
Which I
between
love
the
that, by the way.
Wakandans, right? And what were they called? I can't remember.
The beaver from Talocan?
Yeah, the Talocanians. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't think so.
The Aztecs.
Maybe and they weren't Aztec, they were Mayan.
Well, sorry. Well, the Mayan. That fight at the end and seeing how many Wakandans were left
Yeah.
is crazy. It's like, oh man, if they would have shown up at the right time.
That's at the end.
The what?
It says, I asked about the name and it said, what tribe is Namor from? And it says, Namor was subsequently born among the blue-skinned Atlanteans. So I don't know. But that may be from, never mind.
Sounds fake news.
It doesn't sound fake news. It sounds like it might be from, the actual, what it's based on. Right. No. Yeah, the comics.
It's more like a description.
Yeah.
Yeah, Talocan is a replacement for Atlantis, so
pretty much
it'll make sense.
Talocanians.
Right. There you go. Yeah. That fight between Namor and Shuri was out of bounds, to say the least. Just to see how she ripped off one of his tail or one of his wings.
Yeah.
And how he, as soon as he picked up the spear, I knew exactly what was going to happen. Because when he's in the ship and he's destroying the ship because he doesn't have his powers, pretty much. All he has is the spear. And the AI says, yeah, no, that's pure vibranium.
Yeah.
So
it's like, yeah, you got nothing against that.
Yeah. So as soon as he picked up the spear, I'm like, oh, her suit is pretty much the same as the ship. So it's about to get destroyed. And seeing her power of will to get away from the spear, take it out of her own stomach, or pull away, because she didn't take it out. She pulled away.
Yep.
At that point, I knew it was he was done. He was done because she was angry. And when she screamed Wakanda Forever and then closed her cross or her X on her chest, I'm like, oh shit. And her helmet closed at the right time when the fire was coming towards her.
Oh yeah.
That was sick.
Yeah.
That was sick.
For a second.
Damn, I already
for a second there, sorry. I think I'm getting sick. For a second there, I thought
like you smoke 10 packs of cigarettes a day.
No, dude. It's all phlegm because I'm phlegmy. It's also getting cold out, so that's not helping. But anywho, for a second there, I thought she was going to die, as well as, to join her family, basically.
Right. To introduce a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you know how powerful M'Baku is, and he took a punch to the chest.
Oh, he did.
That
he took it
broke.
Like a champ, though. He's like, yeah. I'm still alive. Oh
and as soon as he As soon as he's like, you realize that he's good, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Is he like he never used vibranium, right, in their clothing or in their where they live, and you
Did
see
he
it
have
after
something underneath it?
on the well maybe, but he like he never used like many things of vibranium, and you
Mm.
see it after when they go to fight that he
Mhm.
changed his weapon because his weapon destroyed trying to hit
Yeah.
Namor, uh, and he just changed it to a vibranium piece of ball basically.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like I'm the one to die here. So
Yeah.
And the predator suit that they show.
Oh, dude.
yeah,
That is the only thing I can think of when I saw
Right?
it. I'm like, why do they look like predators?
Oh, those fucking
Midnight Angels.
Yeah,
yeah.
the Night
Jeez.
Angels.
That's a
Those were
Midnight
It's
Angels.
weird.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like it was like a mix between Iron Man and Predator.
But
And
they are from the cartoons, the
right.
comics and all that stuff. So and
Um
they look the
and
same.
one thing that we haven't talked about is Ironheart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact. What school did she go to in the movie?
They mentioned it.
Not a
Wasn't
Oh,
paying
trivia.
attention.
is it Camber something?
It's MIT.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it's MIT.
Who else goes to MIT in the MCU?
Tony Stark.
And currently going to MIT.
Peter?
Close.
Oh, what's this guy's?
MJ.
Yeah, and
MJ.
Oh
and
yeah.
the other guy.
Then?
And right, and they're about the same age. So they might be taking the same class
Yeah.
together.
Could
Maybe.
be.
So that's right now we have two characters. Well, not including um, Flash, because he's not important. We have two characters that are going to MIT right now,
Hmm.
which is pretty sick.
Yeah.
And then we see the CIA director that she is going to be put. Yeah, I was very very thrown off about the way that she was
Right.
playing that character.
Yeah.
It's very. I hate that I'm gonna say like this, but it's very comic booky. Like very. I don't know how to explain it.
It's,
Bad acting is the best way I can explain it.
I don't like
yeah,
that
kind
bitch.
of.
Yeah, I mean she is, but the first time we saw her in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, she wasn't like that.
She
I
wasn't
don't
like that in Black Widow either.
know.
Still hate her from there. But
Right. Well, kind of hate her from this one,
also, does
but
that mean that Yelena was working with the CIA?
She might not have known, but yeah.
right.
Oh.
Or she could be a private contractor
Oh, maybe. True.
with the CIA. She's it's like the this chick. I don't remember her name. She's like the Amanda Waller from the DC.
Oh, okay. Also, don't like Amanda Waller. That explains a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's putting a team of
Rejects.
rejects.
Yeah.
Rejects.
So for those that don't know, that rejects is Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
Even
Who's that
though
squad?
we're gonna see Abomination in Thunderbolt, but actually supposed to be Red Hulk.
Yep. Well, they'll aren't they looking at? Well, we'll get to that later, but
Yeah,
um,
there's Han Solo, Harrison Ford. He's gonna be uh, General Ross.
and before I forget, did you guys know who is the voice of Wakanda's Jarvis. What's his name? But I know the actor's name, but I'm trying to
Cree?
think of the.
Something like that.
I don't remember the name what you called it. But you guys know who it is, the actor?
No.
No.
Oh, trivia time then. Who is the actor that plays the voice of Wakanda's Jarvis?
Too late. None of us know. Just say it.
It's Trevor Noah.
Really?
I love
Yeah.
that. Love Trevor Noah.
Yeah, I didn't know it till like maybe 2 months ago.
That
he mentioned.
explains because before the movie was announced a couple of years back, he said that he was going to make a cameo in a MCU movie,
And nobody noticed.
and nobody noticed.
Now he had more dialogue in this one.
That's pretty cool. That's
Yeah.
actually cool. Now I can hear it in my head.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Shuri was treating him like shit.
Oh, this guy. Whatever.
Yeah,
He's
he's
a
pretty
great
good.
comedian.
Really is.
No,
Have you ever seen his stand-up?
I'm not a fan of his.
What?
All right,
Okay.
moving on.
Did you guys like the Midnight Angels thing where they actually show she's gay?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
That was pretty cool.
that was cool. And they showed it at the end.
Right, right,
It was like, oh, here, it's in passing, but we're gonna show it.
right.
So,
Make it clear.
mm-hmm.
But
Just in
in the
case you didn't
comics
know,
is that way too.
right? I'm trying to think of any other important parts of this movie that I was like, God damn. Um, oh, help me out, Lola.
Well, there's
The
the whole like with Namor,
Namor.
the Namor, the new plant. I wanted to talk about that. It's not just the heart-shaped herb; it's something else. Where does that come from? Or is it because it's in the ocean? And does that mean that the composition of the vibranium in the ocean is also different to the composition of the vibranium that's in the mountain that they keep taking from?
I think that they represented it that way as an ocean we can find algae.
Yeah,
Makes
I
So
thought
sense.
it was
Okay.
seaweed.
and not
Yeah.
flowers. So it
Yeah.
probably that if it's in the ocean, it probably look like that.
Yeah.
It just
I
had a
I mean
different
that's
property so it could live
right,
Okay.
underwater.
right.
That makes sense. I also wanted to touch on how Shuri's like fighting style, it's half Killmonger's and half T'Challa's.
Yeah.
Very aggressive, but also very like I don't know how to explain T'Challa's, but it resembles T'Challa's a lot.
Acrobatic.
Yeah.
The
I
Chalice
feel
was
like,
very acrobatic.
Yeah.
and she doesn't hold back.
Mm-mm.
She doesn't
Like
hold
all
No,
of
back.
the Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
no, she does not. And
Also,
that
go for it.
that scene when she shows up for the first time with the suit,
Yeah.
that she jumps off the ship into
Oh yeah.
into the mountain, and when she lands, no sound.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They make sure that they
Very sneaky.
yeah.
Yep.
There's called sneakers.
Yeah.
Also, when she shows up, or when the Atlanteans show up at that boat ship that they have, the Wakandans, and then they start going up the sides, and she jumps off, and she's like literally just destroying them through the side.
Yep.
That was insane. That was insane.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see Ironheart's show because I want to know more about this character.
Yeah.
It's a character. It's one of those characters that I know about, but I'm not very familiar with. So, but now I'm very excited to see what we're gonna get.
It's cool
Yeah.
too. One of the parts that she was talking to Shuri, and she's like, "Oh, they have a whole YouTube channel dedicated to my sighting."
The way that that um, what I wanted to say was the general. I can't think of her name. I need you to. That's why I said, "Help me out, Lola."
Okoye or Ayo?
Okoye, 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 getting stripped from
Idols and everything.
her title.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, after she gave her life to the throne. But one thing that when she said that, I gave my life to the throne, and Mother Queen responds with, "You stayed when Killmonger took over, and you
Yeah.
didn't fight with us."
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm like, God damn! Talk about pettiness and
Well, not just
bringing
that,
shit
like
back.
my entire family is dead. Have I also not given everything for this throne?
Oh yeah,
But also, to be fair, I'm not saying it's step up or in the same level. Okoye did stand up to her husband for the throne and for
which they
Wakanda,
mentioned.
which they mentioned, yeah, for Wakanda.
But Mother Queen also says you can still go see him.
Very true. Very true.
He was just arrested. That's it.
Yeah. This movie was
I think it would have
excellent.
been cool. I think it would have been cool to see him and M'Baku fighting side by side
Meh.
if they would have brought him back
Yeah.
because he's a great actor.
Yeah. Question for you guys. How does Shuri see Queen Mother that she's only supposed to see after she takes the herb and they have that vision from um that plane where all the ancestors are?
The astral plane.
The astral plane. How did she have that vision?
Drugs.
Due to rituals, like she didn't believe in the rituals, and it just came to that moment. They probably needed to be done so she could actually sh- be shaped the ways that she should be.
Right.
Right. I think it's because when the Black Panther is in that astral plane, they don't. We've never seen one of them changing their heart. Because she went into the original astral plane for her angry. But
Right.
yes, her mother told her, show him who you really are. But I think she was already having a change of
That
heart.
moment. Yeah.
Right. And then seeing that, she got to see her
Yeah.
because she actually had a change of heart. So maybe
Yeah.
her mind went through the astral plane too at that moment.
Facts.
There's that part
Or
of her
it was just
subconscious that put,
right.
that last push that pushed her to do the right thing in the end.
Right. It may not be the actual astral plane. Astral?
Astral plane.
Yep.
Right. It might not be that. It might be just in her head
Well,
that
I
she
was thinking.
saw
Have
her
a
mother
strong,
telling her that.
yeah, and they
Right.
have a strong connection to their ancestors too.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was thinking now that you said the whole show them who you really are, because what she said exactly was no, you said something else, but I think what she says is the same thing that she says to T'Challa when he's fighting M'Baku on the first movie.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So maybe
Show
that
whom
just
you
kind of
are.
yeah. Also, M'Baku, all the way at the end, does that mean that he's gonna be the new leader of Wakanda?
It
It
might be,
could be. It could
but
be. Since
but
now
he was gonna fight somebody else for it
Right.
too, so we don't know what could
right.
happen after.
I think that we're going to see the great ape. Lola, that's from Dragon Ball.
So.
It'd be cool to see him in the. Well, it wouldn't be Black Panther, but
No, but the Black Panther still lives with
no,
her.
no. I mean him. See him in a suit,
Oh, I see what you mean.
right?
I don't think she's going to retire, though. I think she knows that she needs to. Oh, hi.
Oh. Hey, we
Sorry.
have a special guest. He can't hear us, but
He wanted
he's
to show
looking at us.
his hair. My son wants to show his little man bun.
Nice.
How cute.
Justin has one of those. He's got a ponytail, but not a man bun.
I don't even have that.
No.
Up until now,
I can't even.
Up until
look at
now,
this.
hadn't been long enough. I was actually going to ask you about that. Are you like intending to let it grow out?
Oh, he didn't hear you.
There you go.
Yeah, you didn't hear me. I was actually going to ask you about that. Are you intending to let that grow out?
Yeah, I don't know. I was talking to my parents and Lola this morning about it
Just do it.
because
Keep doing it until you get tired.
well, that's the thing. I think I'm already there. No,
Just do something with it.
Lola said to my dad, "Oh, you see his hair is like really long." And he's like, "Oh, I like it." And my mom made a face like,
It's because right now it's not like styled or anything. You don't have it's long and it's curly, but it's not styled. Also, you gotta
haven't had
remember
a haircut yet.
Right, but you gotta remember our mom does not how to deal with curls. So mom sees even though she has curly hair, so mom sees curly hair and she's like, oh no.
Last time my mom saw my hair this long, I was probably like 2. Because they didn't cut my hair until I was 2 or 3 for the first time. So I had long hair. But
So, question, did it look like mine when I was little? Just like
no.
It's all flat? All down?
It looked it wasn't flat, it was wavy, it wasn't curly. Yeah. I know. My dad's hair. Which he is losing, by the way.
You get that from you get it from your mom's side, so
yeah, I know.
I was gonna say it looks like mine and mom, so
yeah. I hit puberty and it just went south. So yeah, it's fun. Do you guys have anything else for this Wakandan episode?
People from Talocan, their name is Talocanios. There you go.
Did you just look that up?
Oh.
I've had it there for a while.
Okay. And you just let us just guess?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I pulled it up after we had the conversation. So I took the moment to educate people and yeah.
Do you have any trivia? If you don't, it's fine because I'm not gonna edit. So
no, that just the one from.
Okay, just the one that we sitting now.
So we were talking about Ironheart at one point. I kind of want to touch on that just a bit more.
Let's do it.
The suit, it was good. Like the CGI for that, it wasn't terrible. Like it was, I wouldn't say it was as bad as
She-Hulk.
Well, that She-Hulk obviously, and Dr. Fate, or no, not Dr. Fate.
Doctor Strange
Sabak from Sabak from Black Adam. Like I wouldn't put it as like bad as that, but I feel like they could have done a bit better.
It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't the best. It wasn't Iron Man's.
No, it wasn't.
Level.
Yeah, it wasn't
Right.
on. It wasn't on the level that I felt like Marvel Studios could have and should have done with her character and that armor.
Right.
Right. It's also her second armor.
Yeah.
So I can see that it could be it. I mean, granted, she's 19.
Mhm.
So are you talking about the CGI didn't look as good as you expected it, or the suit itself?
I'm talking
The
about the CGI didn't look as
Okay.
the suit. The suit itself, looking at it from a design standpoint, was actually kind of cool. I enjoyed
Right.
that. The problem I'm having with it is, like I said, it wasn't up to par as compared to what you would expect from Marvel Studios.
Right.
So
Even the CGI in the first Iron Man was way better than this. So, and that was what, 13 years
2008.
ago?
Yeah.
So yeah, 14 years. So I think that they could have done a lot better.
Hmm.
However, it also maybe they were focusing on other things than the CGI team, which
Well,
is
I can
fine.
no, because
understand that.
But I
according
agree with you.
to She-Hulk, all the CGI people left that show to go do Black Panther. So where'd they go now?
Yeah. That
That's
massive,
funny.
that massive fourth wall break inside a fourth wall break
Yeah.
at the end of the last episode, and then
That's
Yeah.
you
16
see,
walls.
That's
yeah, right.
yes.
Nice.
Yeah, we never got
Yeah.
to touch on that.
Fun fact, now that we're on this subject, real quick. I saw a TikTok today, and the TikTok, the title was, "Did you notice it?" And it was the trailer or the video that Ryan Reynolds had is that, um, which was Wolverine and whatever. Then they cut into the after credit scene from Deadpool 2, which he goes and kills the other Deadpool, and Deadpool looks at Wolverine like, "Hey, one day you're just gonna, I don't know, hang up your claws, and people are gonna be very upset with you. But just remember, when that happens, remember in the future when I asked you to come and do a movie with me, just say yes. Just say yes." So I'm like,
I
oh,
like that.
that's I remember the scene, but I don't remember what was said. And now looking back, I'm like, I wonder if they already had that like in the work. So that was pretty cool.
It could be. It could be.
Mm-hmm. Anything else for this review?
Excellent movie. Very sad at moments. Very sad throughout. And then and a sort of happy ending.
Yeah,
No
I'm
doubt.
excited if they're gonna do a lot of side shows after this because we
Yeah.
do have the Midnight Angels now.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Which you guys know how or why they were introduced in the comics?
No, what?
Doctor
Trivia
Doom.
time.
Yeah, well, kind of.
Fun
It was
facts.
after Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom stole all of the Wakanda's vibranium, so T'Challa basically gather them in the Angels so they can support in Deadpool's mission, kill Doom. So it's all connected. It's all connecting now. Isn't that
Nice.
cool?
There we
That
go.
is super cool.
Pretty cool, yeah.
There
That
we
is
go.
one more thing about Deadpool. There's a rumor that Owen Wilson will reprise his role as what's his name from
That guy.
Loki. Yeah.
Mm.
Yes.
If that happened, if the rumor is true, we can see what the plot will be, which
Mobius.
is more Mobius,
Mm.
not
Mobius.
Morbius, Mobius.
Mobius.
There's a
Sorry,
difference.
it's off by like one
Yeah.
letter.
Right. So we can see that it's going to be more of a ultra dimensional time traveling.
Salud. Time traveling. Yes.
I'm glad I muted that on time.
I mean, you can always edit that out. Oh wait, that's right. We're not editing this.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
The magic of not editing.
Yep.
Yay.
The magic of muting.
All right.
All right.
So should we do a rating before we call this good?
Yes, I was okay. I was gonna say that. So listen, no one's heard this from me before. And I'm telling that to the listener. You haven't heard this idea. What about instead of giving them stars, we do nerd? From 1 nerd to 5 nerds. Yes, no, maybe.
Should we do
give him
5 or
nerdies.
should we do 10?
How many nerdies do we give him?
Let's do
I
10.
like that better. I like nerdies better.
Yes.
Nerdies.
Okay, there you go. So
Yeah.
you guys heard it here. First time we're gonna be doing the nerdies. How many nerdies do you give this movie from 1 to 10? Anybody?
Yeah, I was gonna say don't all start at once.
9.7. I'll give it a
Well, I was gonna say
9.7.
All right.
I was gonna say a 9.5 nerdy.
Yeah, same here. 0.5 for the sad aspect that made me really sad.
Twice.
Twice! No, actually 3 times, because after Queen Mother, that's another death. Had to watch the same death twice, and
back
then
to back.
Back to back.
Right. How about you, Justin?
9. Easily.
9. All right. So you have it here. 9.5, 9.7, 9.5, and 9.
And the average
is 9.3. So, with that being said, thank you guys for joining us tonight. You guys are fantastic. Always, always remember to stay nerdy. Never change. Always be yourself. Let's go. Deuces.
Bye.
Bye.
Deuces. Talking about Raw.